How is it going, guys? This is Iberius and I'm bringing you another Assassin's Creed 3 multiplayer match. I'm playing that match, of course, on for Wolcott as the Silent Sentinel, how I like to call this guy. And I'm using my new, let's say, beginning profile set, which basically consists of Disguise, Poison and Disruption Dart. Why Disruption Dart? Why not? What the hell? Stop dodging my stun animation, Jesus. Okay, why Disruption Dart? Well, I was basically experimenting with abilities at that point, so yeah, why not? Instead of the usual knives, I said, okay, let's try this out. Yes, so I'm playing Deathmatch for Wolcott using Disguise, Poison and Disruption Dart. I will switch later on, and we're off to a good start, I have to say. Now, as you probably noticed, I have a new intro for my Assassin's Creed matches, and it's mind fucking blowing. For that I have to thank BB22 Andy right here. Disruption Dart not so reliable, you know, we'll come back to that later. Yeah, so big shout out to BB22 Andy, link to his channel in the annotations somewhere on the screen and in the description down below. So be sure to check his channel out. Subscribe, of course, especially if you're a fan of the soundtrack of Assassin's Creed and amazing intros, basically. Yeah, he did a great job. Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it. I am forever in your doubt, and so on. You know, he had this crazy idea of creating something unique and, you know, different, because, you know, I did not want something like, you know, let's say a compilation of killing animations like most of the intros. I'm not saying they're bad, Jesus Christ, no. I'm saying that I wanted something different, and it's okay if I want that, right? Right? Anyway, he did an amazing job, so a big shout out to him. Now, also a big shout out to the Lady Trickster. As you probably noticed, there's a voice cover in the end of the intro. Yeah, she did that, and she nailed it. It's amazing. That whisper is just incredible. You know, I'm pretty sure most of you guys are subscribed to her channel. In case you are not, just do it right now or I'll hurt you. Like that Hessian, you know. I'll punch you in the face if you don't subscribe to her channel. Do that ASAP. God damn it. Why did I die? Okay, a big shout out, as I said, to Baby22 Andy and Lady Trickster. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You did an amazing job. I am forever grateful. Okay. Be amazed, the intro is amazing. Okay, moving on right now. So, basically when I'm now playing that match, I usually go for the extreme variety. You know, I'm not... Okay, and I go into a blind rage when I see a hidden gun, pistol, whatever. Yeah, so I usually play for extreme variety, not for, let's say, oh, let's play some deathmatch, I want to reach 10k. Nope. Nope. You know, let's say, I wanna... You develop your own playstyle by trying to reach all the varieties, you know, reaching the usual variety, then the great variety, then the extreme variety, which is, you know, the best of them three. That's how you develop your own playstyle, by you know, experimenting with abilities and, you know, learning how to use them effectively so you can reach those varieties. That's the purpose of it, not you know, kill everyone in blind range, just running and gunning and stuff like that. I'm okay. What the hell? I was trying to stun at the other guy. Damn Carpenter, this guy was just running the whole match. That's the first example of how you should not approach this game mode, at least. Yeah, so what I'm saying, guys, is just, you know, develop your own playstyle, learn how to effectively win by not using cheap tactics, and I just keep getting extreme varieties off ground finishes, which is totally acceptable, I have to say. An extreme variety is an extreme variety after all. You're blind, sir. Yeah, I switched to my disguise, decoy, and knife, which is basically my standard profile set for that match. I know it just works every time for me. Every single time it works for me. I'm not saying it's the best ability set. You know, I haven't even unlocked the smoke bomb. You know, back in the Revelations days, the smoke bomb was a constant in my profile sets, and I just learned that, you know, in the dying months of Revelations, that I had to change my playstyle because, you know, smoke bomb, okay, I've used it in Brotherhood, Revelations, so on and so forth. I'm just tired of it. God damn it, Lady Maverick. That was a nice kill cam. I agree with that. I would gladly let you kill myself once again. That sounded pretty okay. So yeah, I did not unlock the smoke bomb just yet, and I probably won't do it for quite a while. You know, just experiment with abilities, learn your best approach to this game mode, and you will eventually get to win by not, you know, fancy smoke bombing everyone, just getting that cheap poison focus. I'm not saying that, you know, smoke bomb is overpowered in this game. I'm just saying it's overused. See the difference? Overpowered, overused? Yes, there are ways to counter smoke bomb. That's certain. That's a certainty. That's a fact. But you're not supposed to use the smoke bomb just be. God damn it! I was trying to kill that guy, but I'm okay with that. You're going down too as well, buddy. Yes, I'm just saying that you should try to avoid smoke bomb just because, you know, it's a brand new game in this franchise, and it obviously has new abilities to mess up with, you know? Just try to experiment for quite a while. And I'm done with that. And I just have to say that I'm spammed, not in the bad way, but in a good way with invites, and I'm sorry if I just cannot accept all of your invites. I'm usually in another lobby with someone else that invited me, or I'm just, you know, wolfpacking, or maybe I'm just AFK. Just, you know, don't get all sad and, you know, oh my god, this guy just won't accept my game invite. No, I would gladly accept your game invite if I could. You know, it's just a matter of I'm not willing to accept. It's just I cannot accept. So yeah, be patient. I will try to join all of your game invites, and, you know, eventually get to play some matches with you. Yeah, I just had to put that there because I know I got a lot of game invites these days around. So yeah, and these guys won't help you. I'm sorry, ma'am. Even though you were a Bieber, I'll just call you ma'am anyway. Yeah. Let the awesomeness commence. You're going down. Also, I see the strongman. That's a stupid name. That's why I'm gonna punch you. And I'm also hearing whispers, so who might be? I don't know. Let's just use decoy. Get a lure and a stun. Awesomeness at hand. Now, decoy is just amazing. You know, it usually, when you're having pursuers, it usually runs in that direction. So, you know, you have a pursuer that's closing in, you just press the ability for decoy, and the decoy will run towards that pursuer. So you'll basically know who's after you. Also, that works if you are, you know, using an offensive decoy. You know, launch it towards your target. You know, you will get a lure and something like that. Excuse my voice. The hell is going on? Oh god damn it. I completely blew that. I just, for no reason, I use these guys. Should be more aware of my surroundings. Awareness. I need more of that. And I see you again, and I just punch you again because as I've said, I hate your name. The strongman. You aren't that strong. I mean, I want to see you in a fight with a bear. And you again with the hidden gun. And then I just want to see how really strong you are. Again, an invite. I'm sorry, dude. I just cannot accept it. Because I'm like, in a lobby, you know, I'm playing a match. And again, the carpenter, I've mentioned that his You know, he's constantly running, and I'm not okay with that. You know, basically when you are the first, you control the match. I say that because that's a fact. You are the first to control the match, especially in that match. Basically everything revolves around you. A good spot in this map is just near this wooden shack, right next to the tree. Yeah, that spot here for hidden purposes. Okay, you're going down, Bieber. That's the end of the match, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. It's been quite an interesting match, I have to say. And I just love this fucking character. It's just so badass with the hood. Where the hood at? Now, again, thank you very much, Baby22 Andy. Thank you very much, Lady Trickster. That's the match. Check the matches after this match, you know, in the outro. And I will see you next time. Also, follow me on Twitter for news and such. I'm out. Bye bye.